Let's get ready to rumble!
Breaking news. Ring Magazine, Mike Coppingers reports that Teofimo Lopez is not going to be fighting Ryan Garcia, Conor Benn, Richardson Hitchins, Devin Haney, Brian Norman. It's going to be fighting Lindolfo Delgado for the IBF 140-pound championship belt. We know that Teofimo Lopez just recently sustained a loss versus Shakur Stevenson, January 31st at Madison Square Garden, sold-out crowd. And we understand that Teofimo Lopez wanted to move up to the 147-pound division and feel like he will be stronger, faster. He's been felt like he's going to be more healthier in the 147-pound division. I believe that the 147-pound division with a Teofimo Lopez, there will be more of a lucrative division. It would have woke up the division again. We seen that Richardson Hitchins just vacated his world title. Not only is Teofimo Lopez going to be fighting in the 140, reported by Ring Magazine, but he's going to be fighting for the IBF that has his rehydration clause in 10 pounds. I mean, Teofimo Lopez haven't even had to but haven't been subjected to the rehydration clause in the 140-pound division as soon as, now with Pedro Compa, now with Jermaine Ortiz, now with Josh Taylor, now with, Arnold Barbosa, now with Shakur Stevenson. This is going to be the first time now he's going to be restricted. I don't understand the move. I don't understand he's going to be fighting for a world championship belt, but Teofimo Lopez always prided himself in not fighting for a vacant, but to be the champion, to beat the champion, to be the champion, to beat the man, you got to be the man. Yesterday during my live, I said that the names got to fight the names. Now, look, Delgado, his notable win was versus El Dominicano Elvis Rodriguez. I mean, personally, y'all already know, y'all familiar with the channel, Punch on Boxing, a.k.a. Mr. Moonshine himself. I'm not sure if this is the fight that he been wanting. There may be people out there that felt like he wasn't prepared to go and fight the likes of Ryan Garcia and these other guys because of the performance that he had with Shakur Stevenson, that probably he needed a tune-up. And I'm like, you don't need a tune-up. I don't think that Teofimo Lopez should stand behind the line. But if he becomes a 140-pound champion and beat Delgado, you know what I'm saying, is he setting up himself for a potential winner of Pitbull Cruz and Gervonta Tan Davis? I know in 140, something like that, because is he willing to fight a unification bout with Gary Antoine Russell? I don't know. Now, I don't know where they going. I don't know where they're heading. There are people in the sport of boxing that feel like, you know what, that Teofimo Lopez, he haven't showed too much of his power in 140. Why would he move up to the 147-pound division? I don't know. Again, this is Mike Coppinger, Ring Magazine, breaking the news. I did not get no information from the Lopez camp. I did see Keith Connolly during the Alicia Baumgartner versus Shin, but I didn't even ask him a question about the potential. I was just telling him that he's a masterful manager and pound for pound the best manager in the sport of boxing. Man, I don't know. I'm actually very surprised by this move because, of course, T.O. wanted to move to the 147-pound division. His father felt like he should go to the 147-pound division. The team felt like he should go to the 147-pound division. The names are in the 147-pound division. What the hell are you doing in 140? I don't know. Stylistically, maybe this is what Teofimo Lopez wants. Maybe Teofimo Lopez is saying, you know what, maybe I'm not ready to go to the 147-pound division just yet, and maybe I just want to become a world champion. And once again, the IBF is the first. The IBF was the first person to give him the opportunity to become a world champion when he beat Richard Comey. Always gave props to the 104, the IBF belt federation. I just don't know if this was. I mean, well, look, we seen Keyshawn Davis calling everybody else out, right? And then he fought Albridge. That's the fight that, all right, man, I thought we was gonna get something better than that. And then we see Devin Haney and Rolly Romero going at it, and that collapse. And Tio gonna be still at 140 when now everybody's moving to 147 and is becoming a very, very, like, I don't know, folks. I don't know. I mean, look, of course, I'm happy he's gonna be back in the ring probably in July. But I don't know where this goes forward. I don't know. I know unification bout will trump that rehydration clause. I don't know what's the future. I don't know what's the plan. Oh, maybe we gotta ask. We gotta wait for an Teofimo Lopez announcement and actually, if he could, elaborate on this move. I didn't see this move coming, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know what y'all think, man. This is Punch on Boxing, aka Mr. Moonshine himself. Love you. God bless, and on to the next.